Clear!
My life is ebbing away.
Into the fray once more.
Deep!
E7, call me home.
Relief.
chilling kiss from afar.
See the white light. I won't tolerate another such misstep. Pray that my ire will subside. Go on, pray. Curse your stupidity, Evelyn. Look over there. Your foolish games have brought source hunters into our very midst. I have no time for these distractions. Brachus Rex's resurrection is at hand. Deal with these insects and join me.
Of course, O Holy Conduit. I will deal with them swiftly.
See to it that you do.
You! Your stomping through my affairs has cost me dearly. More dearly than you'll ever know. What a pleasure it will be to see the Source shred your every last sinew. She is our leader. Leandra is her name. The Conduit is her title. But no, you are not worthy of such knowledge. The bird does not explain to the worm why it devours it. You mean my bloodstone, I suppose? Ha! It was named like that for a reason, Source Hunter. I'll put it simply. We start with Starstone. A pretty gem, but hardly special. It contains a potential, though. If imbued with blood, Starstone contains the power to heal. A life given to the stone is a life one can give to another. To save a great life must be sacrificed. This is what the Conduit has taught us. Yes, a sorcerer, disciple of blood, chaser of life everlasting. For a true sorcerer, death is but an inconvenience to rid oneself of. Brachus Rex, centuries in his grave, will walk again, healthy as a newborn babe. That is our power. The power! He was the greatest sorcerer ever to have lived. His power outmatches us all. The secrets he carries within him are phenomenal. He will aid us in our task, Hunter. All you have seen, all we are trying to do, this is but the beginning. That wretch is but a thrall, a tool, but the Conduit trusted him. I was determined to find out why, and resurrected him. His unwillingness to cooperate has proven something of an annoyance, but no matter. We're nearly through, aren't we, Jake? Just a little more pain. Considering the imminent turn of the tide, Source Hunter, you should trust me when I say you're better off dead. Brachus Rex is rising, and soon Source will live again.
whirlwind of destruction. I feel better already.
Time to quench the thirst of Rivalon! you all with one shot!
Just watch!
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me. On the mend!
Race.
Slowing salvo!
Ambushed by a scoundrel!
Is its own deliverance!
My, the Source Hunter. Dear dead Evelyn told me you had landed in Sarceel, drawn to my source little corpse like flies to excrement. Here I am, a man no longer, a monster instead, unworthy of a conduit's grace. The very same. Jake, counselor by day, sorcerer by night, martyr in mean. Do you contest it? You presumptuous dog. I died. Leandra! Leandra! Oh, blessed conduit! I'd have followed you till the end of time. But it wasn't to be. I was stuck down in the prime of my sorcery. And by whom? Leandra's own sister. The pox upon her. I spit on every syllable. They call her the White Witch. She is powerful in her own right, but never would I have thought she'd challenge her sister Leandra and kill one of the most loyal. Very little indeed. What concern was that foul woman of mine? White Witch, perhaps, the black sheep of her family. She shunned her sister's teachings. Can you believe that? She could have been the very conduit's right hand, but she shunned her. Oh, take vengeance upon her, blessed Leandra. I invoke you. Open her veins, bleed her dry. Give her a function at last. My murder, a tale of woe. The time, a misty midnight. The place, the King Crab Inn. The players, myself, the conduit was there to meet with this stranger and had tasked me to stand ready to overpower him if necessary. I heard sounds of passion at first, but later of angry argument. Then I heard Leandra's command, and I entered the room. She swerved past me, and oh, I can still feel the rasp of her holy breath upon my ear. Whispered, "Finish him." The man lay on the floor, struck down and ready for my knife, which I plunged deep into his heart. Yet, but not a moment later, Ikara burst through the window, and I was defenseless. She savagely tore my life from my body, and I died in the glow of the source. A holy martyr, slain in the name of the conduit. Foolish grasper. She who thought herself the conduit's favorite couldn't stand that I had been privileged as a confidant. When she realized the conduit had been in the inn the night I was killed, she couldn't stand to think that I had been trusted where she had not. She brought me back to unlife so that I would reveal what I knew. She wanted to work her way back into the conduit's confidence. But as you saw, Leandra had no interest in Evelyn's petty tricks. Yes, yes, the king is dead, but not for long. Long live the king! The Blackest Rex has no equal, Hunter. His knowledge of the source is absolute, and through him so will the conduits be. The hour is nigh. You do not realize it yet, but his axe is falling towards your scrawny neck. And I am of little use to Leandra's cause now. My worm-eaten bride is an insult to her perfection. To my grave, then, I will go. I suppose she'll not grudge me my portion of rest.
Bold as Baracus Rex was he, though only half as holy. The Source King. He is more than legend.
The immaculate snake sprouts a new head wherever we look. If our murder victim's one of them crazy cultists, anyone could be.
Perhaps the Attenborough who kidnapped Jarrett is another head of the snake. But oh, I hope he has not suffered a fate like Jake's.
striking it rich!
Listen, dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boot.
How can Evelyn hate Jake? They're both the best of friends with the white-haired lady. What was her name? Condelia? Evelyn just loves ruining beautiful starstones with her sticky red sap.
gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you? A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house. No, if you please. This room is private. If she soaks in flower stink much longer, deer will smell this lady from a field away. Don't just stand there. I'll save a leg of something good for when she begins to starve. Away with you!
All right, comrades, nothing to see here. Let's clear out. Give the lady of the house a little privacy.
What are you still doing here? Begone! Out! Now, if you please! This room is private. Heard any good tales, my friend? Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you! What are you still? Out! Now, if you please! This room is private.
By the gods! No one could have predicted such a dark turn of events. This is worse than my deepest fears made manifest. It just cannot be that they aim to resurrect. Forgive me, this news just so very upsetting. This thing. It was the king of tyrants, the embodiment of terror. The lunatics that seek his rise must be stopped. Whatever. I do. I do indeed. Brachus would unseat the king of demons in sheer perfidy and malice given half a chance. The possibility of his return is more than I can bear. And Ikara, that she has been dragged into this sorry business adds insult to insufferable injury. There have long been rumors that Brachus's corpse was interred in the vaults beneath the abandoned Church of the Seven in Sicil's eastern hinterlands. That place is crawling with undead these days, so the rumors may well be true. Where Leandra goes, the dead rise left and right. And even in death, the long-lost tyrant's corruption appears to persist. Come to think of it, did anyone in Evelyn's lair mention the name Cassandra?
If you please.
It's nothing, Hunter. Nothing. My mind is reeling, but I'll feel better soon. After you've cut short Leandra's dark pursuits. She is a great woman, Hunter. A champion of all that is good and pure. She may have killed Jake, but then again, the man turned out to be a vile sorcerer. I can only surmise that she is on to her sister's sinister schemes, which makes me fear for her safety more than anything else.
Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you!
Leandra. I know her, though I haven't seen her in years. As you know, she and Ikara are sisters. It's hard for me to believe that she's leading this cult. That she's delirious enough to go after Brachus Rex. But clearly she's as smart as 10 wizards put together, Hunter. An opponent to be feared. Now, you said Jake and Evelyn called her the Conduit, didn't you? In that case, she may just be the elusive head of the Immaculates. There's a village in the forests north of Sicil where a new religion has taken hold. Its followers call themselves Immaculates, and I've heard say they worship a leader called the Conduit. This village is called Silverglen, and if my suspicions turn out to be correct, there is sorcery at work there.
Don't just stand
Alas,
there.
I haven't the foggiest. Another sorcerer, perhaps? Or simply another victim of Leandra's ploys? The Legion didn't find a second body at the scene of the crime, so maybe he escaped with his life after all. Though, just as likely, his body too was taken away by Evelyn for experimentation.
Please.
And I will see if I can find out more about Ikara's involvement. But in the meantime, please pursue Leandra to the old church in the east and stop her before she can raise Brachus. I beg of you.
Brachus Rex's name alone is enough to turn our friendly neighborhood wizard into a scaredy cat.
What are you
I wonder why
still
this
doing
ancient
here?
specter spooks him so.
Begone!
Arhu doesn't strike me as the type to scare very easily.
And so the mystery is solved. Councillor Jake was murdered by this so-called White Witch Ikara. But as it stands, I guess our next concern is Brachus Rex.
Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you!
Then again, our mission was to solve Councillor Jake's murder. A job well done, I say, even though I'm afraid we have no other...
Doing here? Begone!
Stitch of time, hey, my friends?
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
Into the fray once more!
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Into the fray once more!
Feeling hot under the collar!
Salutations, Source Hunter.
do feel free to depart from Sicil at your earliest convenience. So, let me get this straight. There are insidious sorcerers running about town that turned a council ambassador into a zombie for sport, after said councillor was murdered by some mystery witch who subsequently trotted off to her cabin in Luculla Woods. Sure you haven't omitted relevant details like, flying brooms, black cats, and bloody pentagram? By Belagar's Nevers. Sounds like a fantasy tale mothers tell their children before bed. And I bet none of it's more than fantasy either. Though no doubt Ahu puts stock in your every word. Anyway, be these truths, half-truths, or outright lies, it seems to me your business in Sicil is concluded. Don't let the undead hit you on the way out. Whom would you have the leech so? He wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so. But I guess I cannot allow assassinations to take place. I won't arrest him, as I suspected. Oh, if you must. What more is there to say? She clearly was in league with the sect that's been unsettling Sicil, so now that she's dead, all the better. Hopefully, though, it has dawned on you that a sect implies multiple adherents. The search continues. I don't see how my mother-in-law is any of your business, Hunter. Seriously, though, I doubt information given by the zombified remains of a councillor is to be trusted. But then again, you do take the advice of cat wizards, too. I heard she has a cottage in the forest north of the city. I'm sure it's made of gingerbread and you'll find the remains of eaten children. So off you trot in chase of fairy tale fiends. What'd you take me for? An ignoramus? That accursed name rings a goddamn Carillion. He was the last sorcerer king, a frightful warrior that fell dozens before finally... We may well stand on unholy ground right now, for they say his remains were buried in what is now Sicil, the Mad King for a mad city. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking gods knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
How can I help you, my friend? What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine, the mayor's cat. What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. A perfect puss, if ever there was one. But certainly. What would you like to know? Oh, I am but a wizard, a guardian of man and beast, and indeed I am both. My body, like any other, is... My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the... You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment. For to my great regret, none of them purr as yet. By all means. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more... And what might those be? So the Sparkmaster 5000 has been reduced to scrap, has it? A shame, really. But if your actions saved lives, I suppose you may consider its demise a success. Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle. can I help you, my friend? Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Thank the Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
May the Seven bless you, most generous friend. May the soul of Astarte smile upon
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. I cannot believe Jake was a sorcerer. What depravities did he commit? Was he planning to use me as a sacrifice? Ooh, I shudder to think that for years I have lain next to him at night, peacefully sleeping, while his thoughts dwelt on blood and devilish magic. I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. Well, what do you want to know? They're nightmare incarnate, aren't they? Let a priest explain that to me. How can you tell this is the most ancient city in Andervale?
footwork!
Have some pity.
Accelerated action!
Time! The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
To see you on the shelter plane. Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! Are you now? The White Witch of Lacula Forest, is it? Lovely woman, Ikara. Can't imagine her getting caught up in affairs of the Source, though, let alone murder. But if she has, I fear she may be in grave danger indeed. Do look for her in the Lacula Woods, won't you? It would be such a shame if something untoward were to happen to her. Wouldn't it just? Just like yourself, from what I can gather, ruins, caves, the lairs of most certainly. Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet her again, and we'll learn more about her.
How might I serve our mission? Ask, and I shall answer, if I can. In the ethereal, the drift of continents, except, it seems, threads I weave, and the threads tell me that I can clearly read that. But how can this be now that you stand before me a human? She is one whose history is
the Lady of Time, the weaver of history. I am your biggest fan, dear lady. Could I?
Oh, there's my pepper. Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah. Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil. Know much about zombies, do ya? How about walking bones?
Legionnaire, at your service. Your word is my command, Source Hunter. Go show those undead who's boss.
love of Grognar.
Who are you? Stay back. This haunted yard is terrifying enough without you scaring the marrow out of me. To answer your question, my partner and I were part of an ill-fated cohort of legionnaires sent by Lieutenant Selenia to inspect this church. I suspect the eerie goings-on at that very church for why Livia and I are trapped in our bones instead of prancing about the Hall of Echoes right now. And I do mean trapped. Oh, what I'd give to see my... Oh! What is that? Phew. I thought I had a zombie. As I was saying, oh, what I'd give to see my darling wife, Marissa, once more. My cuddly waddly doodle pop, light of my life, fire of my flesh. Since I'm good as dead, I'd do anything to be able to deliver one final letter to my dear Marissa. If I tried to go back to civilization, though, I'd be zapped, speared, or smashed on sight. It rattles my bones. Say, you're alive. Heartbeat, squishy parts and all. Perhaps you could deliver it for me. Just you'll run into the entrance if you keep along this road, though I wouldn't recommend it if you value keeping your skin attached to your face. The place is teeming with necromancers and the ghastly creatures they've been resurrecting. Lava, hellfire, a bone shrine. And that's only in the courtyard behind us. I'm afraid our troop never made it past the horror that lurks there. Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones!
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones!
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots. Tread lightly, will ya? Any sudden movement is liable to give Blossius there a heart attack. Or, you know, a rib attack. Well, who we are now is certainly different from who we used to be. We were elite soldiers, Blossius and I. 2 troops in a regiment of Selenia's finest guards. We agreed to inspect this church. Selenia had an inkling the undead outbreak might have started here, and while we never completed our mission, I'm certain she was right. Near the bridge just behind us, an undead monstrosity has made its own hellscape around a shrine of bones used for gods know what terrible purpose. Perhaps to control each of the ghouls that haunt these lands. Same as what happened to us. Partly, anyhow. We were lost trying to gain ground against the Molten Devil King presiding over the courtyard behind us. One of our soldiers ingeniously applied a piece of equipment to the ground, clearing a temporary path through the lava. Her plan seemed to work and we made progress into the Hellbeast's arena, but soon we were too far in with no way out. I've never felt heat like that before, Source Hunter. I've never felt fire in and through my skin, my sinews. And then we were all of us, but it was only Blossius and I whose souls awoke in our skeletons once more. The rest remain where they collapsed. The Legion's best skilled fighters, burnt bones beneath a broken turnip cart.
Back again? Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones!
Oh, for the love of Grosvenor.
Source Hunter, I saw something in Cecile that has puzzled me for some time. Perhaps you might help me understand. Before I was caged by the Screech Woman, I met a man who asked me to spare a coin. I guessed he wanted something to trade for food or clothes. Yet he seemed no weaker than the other townsfolk. He was not sick or old. How can it be that he cannot hunt his own food? Why does he ask others to do this for him? I can understand such a thing. Even the best hunter might starve if, by chance, the winter stretches farther than it should. It is rare that a bear would offer a killing to a stranger in need, however. It seems humanity is more generous with its riches.
the same as a stray dog hungry for bones. My bones. Did you hear that?
I can see the white light.
my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
Into the fray once more.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it
On the
sprout legs
men!
and run away?
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
A stitch in time, aim up.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
Baking like a cake.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Well, 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 what have we here? A wee wanderer wandering after a wonderful wishing well? I'm Walter Wellington McWishingwell. Well met. Won't you call me Wally, though? It was that my brother William, why, he was a winsome well, would hand out wishes with me. But he's since been whisked off to somewhere wild and wintry, and poor Wally's been left to whinge and wax all by his onesie. Oh, my poor wayward William. He was snatched away by the wicked Winter King and whisked into a wild world of whirling snow. I wonder, would you be willing to take a whack at bringing Willie back? I would weep wishes for weeks if I could see him again. I can teleport you to the Winterland right now. Well, you know where to find me when you wish to go. Would that I could, but without my dear brother, I'm a woeful wisp of my former wonderment. We work in tandem, you see, and Willie's always been stronger. He might manage to work alone, but I'm a weakling without him with me. Oh, my poor Will. I wonder, would you... I can teleport you to the Winterland. Give Willie my regards. Send him my good wishes. Now, wave. Allies, friends, willfully wrenched apart by a wicked wretch. I admit it with a weighty heart. I am weary. I am worried. I, William Wellington McWishingwell, am not well at all. I was snatched by the wild and wicked Winter King, Boreas the Wretch, and whisked into this prison. It was a wish he wanted, and a wish I had to grant. But I'm weary of thinking of the hows and whos and whys. There's no way to escape my fate now. Heiberheim, of course, the winter realm of the land of Fairy. At which winter world have you been weekending, if not Heiberheim? Oh, my Wily, oh Wally, what a wonderful well is he! Won't you give him my regards when you see him? In fact, would you like me to whisk you to him now? Wally's always within reach when you're with Willie. Would that I could whoosh after him myself. Well, as you wish. Oh, how I wish there were, dear wanderer. This woeful abode is sealed fast and can only be opened from without. Were there another entrance into this winterland, however, you might be able to help. Wherever your wanderings may take you, remember, if you find a new way into the winterland, don't forget your friend, Willie. The wily Winter King used a wicked scroll to steal me. Perhaps if you found that scroll, you could use it to whirl me home to Wally. I believe he'll keep it among his other valuables, to wit, the treasure room. Oh, my... Would that I could whoosh after him myself. Well... a fairy. Oh, whoa, are we? Oh, I would that I could whoosh very well, very...
Here lies Madame M. Montgomery. Mourn her. The tomb of the unknown ambition. Lay your hopes to rest here.
Aha! I have company, I see. And it's such a... I'm just about to conduct a small experiment. And if you are of this area with more than a few pernicious little friends who are simply bursting with the anticipation of supper. But they simply abhor uncooked meat. Now, your job is to put up a mite of resistance against your inevitable death. So, right then. On your mark, get set.
Call me home.
These flames ride deep! My life is ebbing away.
shovel has proven worth its weight, it seems. Enough to finish this mission with a long vacation in...
Here lies Vissar, soul stolen by the Miramac. Fear him.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is. Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
Back on my feet again.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
Sweet relief!
A stitch in time, eh, my friends? As good as a new penny.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah. Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
I feel better already!
Oh, I could do with a cold drink.
So good to see you again, Source Hunter.